Hello and welcome to the video. Today I'll be talking about a short film for the theme of this month, a horror film called Hide and Seek. Surprisingly, it was really hard to find some horror-based movies to watch, and there's some certain animes I've watched that's considered horror, so I might cover it on this channel. So make sure you guys hit that like, hit the subscribe button. Also, there's a new feature on YouTube, hype up the video. If you guys want to do that, go ahead. But anyway, let's get on to this horror movie called Hide and Seek. Tokyo, a version of Hide and Seek played by children wearing fox masks near the ruins of an abandoned old Kowloon-inspired city. The children who play this disappear, believed to be spirited away by demons. Kakurenbo follows Haikura, a boy who joins the game with hopes of finding his missing sister, Surincha. And then you have other kids just being curious and wanting to join this dangerous hide and seek game because they're kids and they're curious. One thing I'm going to say about this film, if you're not into CGI, do not bother watching this. If you're not a big CGI person, and the CGI in this anime wasn't as bad. It's not like Seven Deadly Sins type bad when it comes to CGI. It's actually really decent. If you're into like anime like Dorohedoro or like Beastars and you like CGI or can tolerate CGI, give this anime a watch. When I was watching this, I feel like this movie could have gone a little bit longer, and I know it was like a little short little film, but I feel like they had so much potential because I feel like it had so much good stuff it could be told in a much longer story. I really wanted to watch a little bit more of it. 25 minutes is not like justified for this movie because I feel like they could have done so much with like the demons, and even the ending of this film, which I'm going to talk about in a few, could have been hyped a little bit more if it had like more time to run. And I really did enjoy this because we have people who are going in there to save a loved one because they were curious about hide and go seek. And it's always funny because of the fact that this is just going after like kids who are really curious, and also kids who have lost a family member playing hide and go seek. So it's like a really like good way to even if they decided to do a sequel, like you could just have it just repeat it because the story is so interesting because it just piques kids' curiosity to the unknown because they hear kids are going missing from playing hide and go seek, and they're curious to freaking go and see. But it'll be really funny if they just didn't have any like curious kids and only like go after the kids who actually want to save their siblings and all that other stuff, which is like, it's a really good concept because like I said, they can just keep going with this concept over and over and over. And I kind of wish they had like more movies because that's a really good concept where it doesn't really get old. Like you could have different characters go in there for different reasons. Like the kids in this one, there's one group who's just there to freaking, just to see what's up with the game, to see what's up with the game. The two twins, I watched it and I don't understand why they were there because they didn't really talk this whole time. Like they were fighting back against the demons, and I didn't know what was going on. And then you have the boy in the beginning who's there to save his sister, and then you have this girl, but come to find out, also spoiler warnings, that she is the main person that captures the kids and makes them become batteries. And it's so interesting when I was watching it because I wonder what they could have done if it gave it more time to flesh out the characters a little bit. And I like I said, I keep saying I wish they went a little bit longer with this anime because it's a really interesting concept. But I gotta say, like the action scenes, like them trying to escape the demons, was really well done. And like I said, if you're not into CGI anime, then obviously this anime is not for you. But and the whole chase scene is like, will they get caught? Who's gonna survive? It really had that curiosity, like who's gonna survive? What's going to happen at the end? Also, like I said, I was gonna talk about the ending. The ending of this series was, I want to say predictable because it wasn't predictable to me. For me, it was really like, wow, I was really surprised. I see the comments under like my anime list, like the ending was really predictable. I was like, maybe like the girl who was like disguised as one of the kids was predictable. I'll give them that. But the ending was like crazy out of left field for me, because is either that they were just all going to be alive, and come to find out that they were just being used for batteries, was just out of all the endings. I was not really expecting them to be used as batteries to power a city. It was really unexpected and really hella dark, because I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting kids to be used as batteries. It kind of reminded me of a movie called Killer Clowns. Like, I've never personally watched the movie, but I've seen like a video on the movie. It's kind of like clowns using like humans as like sources as drinks, essentially. Like, think of like Majin Buu turning like people into candies and like drinks and all that other stuff, like turning them and eating them. That's kind of like how this anime was, but in a more like crazy plot twist type of part. But yeah, I really did enjoy this anime. I kind of wish that it was a little bit longer. I think this anime would have done really good as a much longer anime. I hope maybe this video will help it. I don't know, I doubt it. But yeah, the CGI in this anime was pretty good. The story was really interesting. People said it's predictable, but I think it was okay. Like I said, I feel like this series should have been longer. I think it would have been a much better experience if it was a longer film, but it did really good when it comes to like the action scenes and them escaping them, and I give it props for that. My only downside is like it could have been longer, and I feel like I would have enjoyed it way more if it was longer. And I'm not saying everything should be an hour long to be good. No, there's a lot of short stories out there and short animes out there that are pretty good, even though their series is like a few episodes long, or like a movie is only 45 minutes long. But I think this movie would have definitely made it a better experience if it was way longer, because there's a lot of characters I would love to get to know, especially the two twins that was in there, because I really want to know their backstory and why they're doing it. Obviously, I know one of the kids are there for their sister, but I feel like, you know, the other kids could have gotten that backstory like the other kid did. Also, I like the expressions on their mask, even though they have no mouth. Well, technically they do, but the mask has like no mouth. You could clearly see their expressions, and it's a freaking really cool concept. I really enjoyed it. It made some really like funny moments for me, even though there's kids getting chased by demons. Also, the demon designs are freaking cool too. But anyway, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. If you guys want more horror movies, if you guys want to hear me talk about more horror movies and anime, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, hype up the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.